welcome back to the Googan Lab channel. We're talking my favorite way of fishing the love grub, and it's probably a swim jig. I have to say, living here in Florida, I caught a lot of fish on a swim jig. There it is right there. I'm going to show you how and what I like to do with this thing, how I like to retrieve it. We'll talk a little characteristics on how to fish the bait, see if we can't get a few bites on this thing. But right there, love grub on the back of a swim jig, doesn't get any better than that. Right on the outside of those pads. Oh, love grub action. Look at that thing, guys. You think she liked it, or he liked it, I should say. Yeah, choked it. Saw the pads actually kicking before that fish even bit. Right there. Oh yeah, he liked it. Small one. Now that fish, there's a little outside patch right here. Now when I'm fishing a swim jig, I like to fish my retrieve slow to medium. It's a technique that you don't want to. Oh, there's one right there, golly. They're stacked on that, dude. That slow to medium retrieve is important. A mistake I see a lot of people make with a jig, or even a vibrating jig, swim jig like this, is that they reel it too quick. They get in a hurry, reel it too fast. And this bait right here, these tails, are going to do the action on that slow retrieve. It gives those fish a little bit of time to see it, commit to it. That's the Googan Squad jig as well. Nice little trailer and everything. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right, swim jigs. I catch a lot of fish on swim jigs, all over the country, really, especially lakes that have a little grass. Shallow, vegetation, shoreline, etc. We're in like 6 foot of water right here. Obviously it's shallow, a little patch of pads. My go-to line size is 15, typically. 17 if I'm in real thick stuff. I want a 7 foot, 7.3 rod, medium heavy. Nothing too stiff, but I don't want a flimsy rod either. Slow to retrieve like we talked about. The other thing is rod angle. This is what I do on a long cast when I'm fishing out over the grass. I'm going to keep my rod tip at about a 45. It keeps that line up out of the water a little bit. Allows me to fish that bait through the cover a little bit better because that line is up and out of the water. And as it gets closer to the boat, I'm going to slowly drop my rod down. Because sometimes like that one there, I got a bite right here at the boat. So I'm dropping my rod tip as it gets closer to the boat. Long cast, I've got it up, and I'm just medium retrieve, trying to hit those pad stems like that, trying to draw a reaction bite. And this thing's really weedless, so it comes through all that stuff. Another reason I like a double trailer like this when I'm fishing a swim jig in heavy cover is it allows that bait to stay upright better. It pulls equally on each leg and keeps that bait from rolling all the way over. So as I'm coming through thick grass, if I was throwing just a swim bait trailer, which I do at times, if I'm in real thick cover like trees, bushes, cattails, pad stems, I don't want that bait to roll all the way over and get stuck. A double tail like this will keep it tracking upright more. It won't roll as much. You know, when I tell people about how to fish a swim jig, you know, a lot of people think you just cast it out and reel it in. You want to give that bait a little character. And a little character might be just a little twitch of the rod like that every once in a while, changing the cadence of the retrieve just a slight bit. You want that bait, that swim jig, to do slightly different things throughout the water column as it's coming. Imagine looking at a shad in the water, right? Shad's not just swimming 100 yards perfectly straight the whole time. He's probably going down, you know, darting around a little bit, and that's what draws those strikes. What's nice about a swim jig is that you can cover a lot of water with it. You know, I throw a vibrating jig a lot as well, but this swim jig will catch fish a lot of times when nothing else will because it's quiet, it's sneaky. You know, you get in places like this where it's not too windy, kind of still, swim jig is going to be a deadly, deadly combination. The opposite of that would be a real windy, rainy day. You know, then a vibrating jig, you can cover water. But a swim jig like this, throwing it through the top of these trees, bushes, fish laying up high in the water right there. All right, guys, it worked, right? Bass liked it. I like it. A little love grub. Check it out. Googansquad.com. You can order you some as well. Thanks for watching the Googan Lab channel. Be sure to subscribe. Check out for some more videos. I'll be on here quite a bit, guys, talking fishing tips. So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you.